So as you will have seen in your module handbook, you are required to produce a 2D drawing and a 3D model of a stage flat, and you need to submit your work as an AutoCAD DWG file. Additionally, you will submit a PDF layout drawing as well, which has been exported from AutoCAD of your stage flat. So let's go through those individually then. So the 2D and 3D stage flat. So you're going to create a 2D stage flat, which we started in session 1 if you remember, and they're going to be on separate layers. And you're going to add materials if you haven't already, and you're going to render out an image. And for the layout, you're going to create a layout with an appropriate page size, and you can choose. It's normally about sort of A1 or A0 typically, but you can choose whatever is appropriate for your drawing. Clearly, if you choose A4 and it doesn't fit on at 1:25, then we've got a problem. You need to choose an appropriate page size. And you're going to insert multiple viewports and your rendered image onto your page. And one of those viewports is going to be set up as a 2D wireframe, sort of ground plan, so a top view, in 1:25, showing your flat with the dimensions on. And you're also going to include a viewport that's got a 3D set to realistic view at 1:25 as well. Okay. And anything else that you feel appropriate. So they're the two viewports that we need, but you may, of course, choose to show it from the side or from the top as well to fill up your page. You're going to include a title block on the page. Now that should have a dynamic border, but of course, if it hasn't, it's not an issue. Just draw a rectangle on the page and put a page border on, just to think about presentation, which is, you know, how you're going to get repeat bookings really when you show people your work, and it's all nice and neat. And then include appropriate dimensions on the models. And then save your DWG with that layout, okay? And that is what you're going to submit. So that's a DWG with a model space and a layout, all set up, ready to go, ready to be exported to PDF. So that's the first thing you're going to need. And the layout will look something like this by the time you're done today, okay? It doesn't need to look exactly like that, but something very similar. Okay, then the PDF you're going to export or publish, and you're just going to create that and you're going to send that in for submission as well. So submitting your work, you're going to have a DWG AutoCAD file and you're going to have a PDF. And you're going to need to submit any of those images that are referenced, of course. So if you've created a material or downloaded an image from Google Images, and you've used that as part of your materials, you need to send that in the same folder as well, so that when I open it up, I can see that image that you've used. The same with your rendered image on your layout. Okay. Otherwise, I'll open it up and I won't see the image. I'll just see the path to where that image should be. So you'll end up with probably 4 or more files. Okay, you're going to have a DWG file, which is your AutoCAD drawing file with your name on it, a PDF file of your exported layout with your name on it, and then any other images that support that as well. And then you're going to need to zip that up into a folder, and I'll show you how to do that in a second on Windows, but I've put 2 links on Moodle, 2 very short videos that show you how to create a zip folder if you've never done it before. And you're going to submit that one zipped folder into Turnitin on Moodle. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that now. So if we just go into Moodle, and I'll go to the top of the page, and you should see that there's a section here with the Turnitin logo, and below it there is a link and it says CAD task submission, and we're going to click on there, and eventually it will load up and it will show you that you can upload your work. And it says just here, let me just move me out of the way. Can you see just here? It says submit paper. So we're going to click on submit paper, and it will have this box where you can drag and drop. So we're just going to do file upload. I'm just going to put my name in here like this. Oh, if I can spell. There we go. And then all we do is we take our folder. So you can see here, if I just drag it down there, you can see I've got a folder here on my desktop. And this has got, at the moment, my files in it. Okay, you can see that. I can delete that one actually. There's my 4 files. And I'm just going to zip this up by right-clicking on the folder. And I'm just going to go to send to compressed zipped folder. It's slightly different on a Mac, but it's still a right-click. And I think you go to compressed, same thing. And then you left-click and it will create for you a zipped folder. And you take that zipped folder. Let me just find mine. My zipped folder will be here somewhere. There it is. Right, and I'm going to take that zipped folder, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag that into that box, and it will upload. And it will take a few seconds. And I need to check this box as well to confirm that the submission is my own work. And then I just click Add Submission. And that will then email you, or it should email you a receipt to say that you've submitted once that's been done. So it's fairly easy, really. Just drag and drop, fill in your name, and that's how that works. It's going to take a little while, just due to the nature of it being, uploaded into the internet. But eventually, you'll get that receipt. There you go. That needs to be done by the deadline, by 4 p.m. Now you can still submit after 4 p.m, but of course it will count as a late submission, which would be a fail, unless you of course have a document that says that you're due extra time to do your work. And if that's the case, then please do contact me so that I don't mark you as a fail, and we can arrange for you to have an extension. Otherwise, that is the deadline. Okay.